Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to Finally Revealed. In this video, I want to talk to you about how the United States President is elected, and in particular, the role of the Electoral College. In a couple of other videos, I take you through the primary season with the primaries and caucuses, and through to the national political parties' conventions, where delegates cast their vote for the nominee. From there, the candidates who have the banner of their national political party go forward, and then they are put up for nomination, and they are then voted on by the registered voters of each state according to that state's registration rules and according to which candidates have registered as candidates in that state to vie for the office of president and vice president. They are voted on together as a package. Now, when you go in, if you have complied with the rules of your state for registration for that election, then you go to your precinct at a particular place designated for you, and the election is held on the first Tuesday in November after the first Monday, and then you go in and you cast your vote. Now, some people think that they are voting directly for the candidate, but that's not true. You are voting, and your vote does count. Your vote is registered for when they count up the votes is for the electors in your state. So each candidate who has been placed on the ballot in your state now has electors assigned to them. And when you vote for John Jones as president and Mary Sue as vice president, if they have the majority in your state, then except for Maine and Nebraska, who have separate rules, every other state then would say, okay, they get the electors for our state. There are a total of 538 electors assigned throughout the United States that then vote from there. How that is divvied up among the states, first of all, the District of Columbia, for this purpose only, is considered a state, and they get 3. All right, then every state gets 1 for each senator, and each state has 2 senators, and then each state also gets 1 elector for each of their members of the House of Representatives. So, and there are 435 of those. So that adds up to 538 electors, okay? Now, the Electoral College was created by the Founding Fathers because they couldn't decide how it would be fair to vote for president. Some people wanted it to be just a vote made by Congress. Others wanted it just to be a vote by certain qualified citizens. So this was the compromise, that the qualified citizens, who are now our registered voters, would vote, and then it would go through a system of the Electoral College and then all the way up to Washington. So you have your vote in November. Your governor of your state where you live, or the mayor of the District of Columbia, now prepares a certificate that lists the candidates who were on the ballot in your state. They then list what the votes were and who won, and then they say which party's electors are going to have those votes. They put the actual names on them. They put the actual vote on there. All right. Then those electors meet on the first Monday after the second Wednesday in December, and they meet at a designated place still in your state, and those people that are on the governor's certificate then have individual ballots, and they vote for president on that day. Then those ballots are gathered together, and your state's Secretary of State prepares another document, and there is a certificate of vote that they then send to Congress, and a copy goes to the National Archives. Okay? Then on January 6th, at a joint session of Congress, the votes are read and tallied, and the winner of the presidential election is announced and confirmed, and then that person and their vice president are sworn in on January 20th of that next year. And that takes you all the way through it, and that is how the president is elected. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. If you enjoy our other videos or want to see them, please subscribe. You're welcome to share this video with your friends and colleagues. And if you'd like to know about our new videos coming out, the easiest way to do that, well, one way, subscribe, but the other way, if you want it more direct, is you can follow us on Twitter or Facebook at FinelyRevealed. Thanks for joining me. Go vote.